everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an acrylic pour using this 30 by 40 inch canvas. It's very large. I did one small test pour before this. So this is just my second time to do a pour. So first I'm going to be putting down this white paint. It's just going to kind of help let the paint glide around from what I understand. And once I start doing my actual pour. So this is just the base for the canvas. Just using what I have to spread out the paint. Gonna try and smooth it out a little bit more. All right, I guess that's good enough. So I'm using 5 different colors for this acrylic pour, and I'll list all of the different colors down in the description. This is a dirty cup straight pour, so I poured all the colors into one cup first, and then I'm going to pour the cups directly onto the canvas. So my first pour goes down. I'm liking the colors. So one thing I did with this painting is I actually already made all of my cups. So each dirty cup is already mixed. All the paint is already poured into the individual cups. And that's something I wouldn't do again in the future, just because you'll see as I begin pouring, I actually have a lot more blue than I was wanting. And if I would have mixed as I was going, I could have made sure that I used less blue in all of my mixes. But I already had it mixed. I'd already poured most of my paint into these cups. I just had a little bit left over, which you'll see me use later. And my last cup to pour. So much blue. So I decided to get some pink and pour it into the middle, which I ended up not liking the way it turned out, but it was worth a shot. And then I also poured some of the pink paint along the sides to kind of hope that it'll blend nicely as I start tilting the canvas. I just wanted to make sure I used all the paint I had. Didn't want to waste anything. I wanted to make sure I had enough paint to fully cover the canvas. Scraping out a little bit more paint. Alright. So I decided to add a little bit of this light turquoise blue into the pink, thinking it would help it, but it really didn't. Alright, so finally starting to tilt the canvas. It's such a fun time, but also kind of scary. You don't know what you're going to get, and you just hope something good turns out. And as you start to tilt, you'll start to see which pours are your favorite and which ones you don't like as much. So I knew I didn't like that little spot with the pink and the turquoise that I added later because it just wasn't looking good. So I wanted to keep that on the edge and possibly push it off. Just trying to show more of the pour, but couldn't turn around. Alright, so I pushed off a lot of that pink, as you can see, and I started going back the other way, and then it stretches, which is okay, because I still got, you know, some paint to work with. Also, for this painting, I used so much more pink than I did with my practice one because I wanted pink to be the dominant color in this. But obviously, as you can see, there is a lot of blue, which is okay. I also added water this time, and I didn't add water in my practice run, so I think my paint may have been a little bit too thin. You can see it dripping off the sides. I don't know, I'm not an expert, this is just my second time to do it, but it still turned out good in the end. Alright, so gonna hook that last corner. Now I probably stood like that for a good couple minutes trying to figure out how I wanted to adjust the canvas. Alright, trying to get that little pink spot off that I didn't like. Success. Alright. Another little tilt, kind of bring that top piece down just a little bit. My husband just walked in the garage, so I was looking at him. Done. I thought I was done, but I ended up changing some later, but I didn't get that part on film, but I do have photos. So here is how it was before I made my last minute fixes. So this top left corner was looking kind of beachy, which wasn't really what I was wanting. I really liked that corner, had some pretty cells to it. This bottom area, I didn't like all the pink squiggly parts. It looked like brains or something. And then we have this corner, which is still pretty, but no pink in it. This is what it changed to. So I ended up adding in a little bit of this purplish color, but you can't see much of it. But then I just tilted it a lot more, and it made a lot more intricate swirls within, and got rid of that beach look, which was on the top left. And here it is on my wall. I love it. I just need to get some matching pillows and I'll be all set. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe.